Hey, what is up, guys? It's been a little bit since I've posted any videos. I apologize. You know how it goes. Anyway, it's Dr. V here, back again with another Moto reviews. Just wanted to change it up a little bit. This isn't exactly Moto, but I think it kind of fits. It's going to be the Naughty or Nice collection by Fresh Monkey Fiction. I believe these are a Big Bad Toy Store exclusive, and this would be the Barbarian Santa. And I thought, oh, Dr. V, your boy, he loves him some Motu, sword and sorcery, barbarians. And when I saw this, I was like, gotta get it. Now it didn't come out. I've actually held on to this since January of 2024 because at that point Christmas had passed. So fast forward, 10, 11 months or so, and here we are. I'm ready to unbox them for you. I have already unboxed my traditional Santa and my personal favorite, Jolly Santa. There are quite a few Santa variants, and if we look on the back, and this is I think just from wave one, you got your classic Santa, checking it twice Santa, Great Northern Santa, the Gremlin King, Nasty Krampus, Barbarian Santa, Father Frost, Mall Santa, and at that time it says Father Christmas coming soon. I do want to get Father Christmas, but I believe he is still on pre-order on Big Bad Toy Store. So yeah, and if you can see up here, it is a Big Bad Toy Store exclusive. Where's the camera? And they have a bunch of Santa variants and Krampus variants and gremlins and elves and reindeer and sleighs. I mean, they have a lot of different Santa themed action figures, and I thought they were pretty cool since they are, in a kind of a 6-inch scale. So that being said, since this channel is primarily dedicated to Masters of the Universe, let's go ahead and open up our Barbarian Santa. All right, Barbarian Santa, you are up to bat. So, out of the package, he does have some accessories. All of these Santas come with various Christmas-themed accessories, like, a present. And yes, I thought this was top was could open, but I guess not. I think some of the other ones did, if I'm not mistaken. But that one does not open, so it's just kind of like a present. He comes with this really cool battle axe. Let's take a look at that. It's cast in a silver plastic and it has kind of this reindeer skull motif. And then here's the handle, painted quite nicely. This guy was a deluxe figure, so I believe he ran, I think he was either $44.99 or $49.99. I don't remember. So he's a little bit more expensive than the regular Santa figures, but he comes with more. And for a small company like Fresh Monkey Fiction, I mean, they did a really good job, and you can tell they care about their products. They put a little extra paint applications. The quality is good. I mean, it comes with a stand that says "Naughty or Nice," but I mean, honestly, these stands are so, not necessary. Because these guys are big, they're bulky, they have a great center of gravity, they stand just fine on their own. But maybe for like the elves or the Christmas morning children figures, maybe you might need them for those. He does come with some interchangeable hands. He comes with, he's got two kind of gripping hands. And then he does have a left fist, a right semi-open kind of trigger finger hand. Wouldn't really be necessary for this incarnation of Santa because he doesn't have a gun. But I mean, I remember I saw like a Sergeant Santa, and there was like a pirate Santa, there's a zombie Santa, a cyborg Santa. I mean, it just went on and on. I thought they were really cool though. He does have a right pointing hand and a left kind of. It's kind of a duplicate, right? Yeah, those look pretty darn close to me. So he's just got like an extra left gripping hand. So okay, it is what it is. I really do like this battle axe. I mean, so it's got this kind of silver base with some points on it. The staff is supposed to look like wood that is then wrapped in this kind of black wrapping, and then on top you have the antler skull and the blades. Really cool. He also does come with this pretty good sized cape. Look at the size of that. So let's put his cape on. So we're going to take off his polar bear headdress and move him up a little bit. Yeah, he looks like kind of this really cool barbarian Viking looking like Santa. Like, I mean, check out even his tats. Christmas tree, candy cane, and snowflakes, and then some stripes around his biceps. Looking at the back, not a whole lot going on there. And this head sculpt, I know they kind of reused some of the head sculpts. I believe this head sculpt, if I'm not mistaken, it's actually from the Checking It Twice Santa. You look at that guy, just different paint apps, but it works. I mean, he's kind of like this stern, kind of mean-looking Santa. So let's put his cape on and see how that looks. All right, I guess just got to tie it on. Okay, that looks pretty cool actually. And if we go ahead and tie that closed, and there is, guys, there is a wire in the cape, so it can be bent into various different shapes. I'm gonna put the polar bear headdress back on. I'm gonna try and tuck these strings under his shawl just to kind of make it not look like so, you know, toyish. This looks cool. That actually looks really cool. So imagine the Santa up in the North Pole. He's a barbarian. He's killed a polar bear. And let's take a look at his polar bear accessory. Yeah, I mean, this is actually looks really good. I mean, I can sort of see now why he was a little bit more expensive. I mean, just there's fantastic sculpting. There's good shade work on the polar bear. I mean, they even had to paint the teeth. I mean, so I kind of get why he was a little extra. And then we'll have him hold his battle axe here. And we'll see how it goes. Oh, by the way, let me know if the sound is better. I just got a new mic. So we're trying it out for the first time. So yeah, and the articulation, we can go over that here real quick. So his shoulders do go up about 90 degrees, and they are limited by that headdress sum. There's a bicep swivel, and it can go pretty much all the way around. The elbow has a swivel and a hinge, single hinge. And then I mean, just look at the detail on his arm gauntlets. They're really cool. And guys, you have to remember, every hit of paint that a toy company tells the factory that they need increase the cost. So the fact that they went ahead and hit these little guys with paint and shading is really cool. So that's the Wrists, I think they just swivel. There's a slight hinge, but it is slightly restricted by the arm bracers. Um, there's a swivel at the waist, pretty tight. And it looks like, yeah, kind of does all kinds of, like on a ball joint. That's cool. And then I like his like kilt thing. It's basically like a longer version of the Santa jacket, as you can see with the classic Santa and my Jolly Santa. And then the legs. Now there's a cut there, so you should be able to hopefully put him in a sitting position, but we'll try. There's a thigh cut right there. He does bend at the knees, and he has rotation at the knees. Let's see if he has a boot cut. Nope. Nope. Okay, and then just up and down with the ankles. All right. Let's get him fixed up here. Let's tuck his strings up under his cape again. I kind of like that. There we go. And then we'll get him to stand. No problem. But yeah, I mean, here we can just bend the wire in the cape, turn around, give him some cool like folding of the cape. All right, there we go. Look at that. That looks great. Yeah, honestly, I mean, I'd probably just leave the hands as is. I mean, we can put the fist in and just kind of see how that looks. Oh man, these are really tight. Ugh. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need to warm up some water for that guy or use a hair dryer. For right now, I'm just gonna leave it as is because those are in there good. All right, so now let's talk a little bit about maybe how he would sit. So let's see how he does on Skeletor's throne. There we go. So let's see if he can sit on Skeletor's throne. That would be really cool. So we can pretty good 90-degree action, forward flexion of the hips, and then good flexion on the knees. It's actually quite posable for a bigger figure. All right, let's see how this works with the. Yeah, this might give us a problem. Is this back piece? Try and bend it back, but I just thought it would be cool if you could sit on the bone throne. But let's see. Kind of. You can kind of sit on it. Well, that's too. I'm going to try and tuck this under him. See if that works. Yeah. I mean, all right. That's kind of cool. All right, got the staff of Ka, Chaos staff. Yeah, it actually looks pretty good. And I just busted out the Snake Mountain just for some background and put, some Motu and Legends of Dragonor figures in there. We'll put like Reptilax somewhere. Why not? We got our Barbarian Santa, and he actually looks really cool. Dig that. I really like that. So yes, in my opinion, I do think the Barbarian Santa as a deluxe figure is worth the price because he is super cool. Even if he doesn't exactly fit on the Bone Throne, fits well enough. There you go. I'm going to use the top of that skull to, hold him in a little bit. But yeah, look at that, guys. Oh, that looks so cool. And he can have his underlings here. I'll put like a present down by his feet. Why not? Let's get that out of the way. All right. We've got our Santa. So these are the only 3 I have. They actually had for pre-order. I guess it'll be coming out in early 2025. But it's like a centaur Santa, and he's really cool. They also have a centaur Krampus. So I'm gonna get those, and I'll probably review them next year around Christmas time. So that's all I got for you today, guys. Sorry I didn't do my typical outside. It's just getting too cold and rainy and wet for that. But here's our setup, and we can see how he compares. Okay, so let me do a little bit of size comparison. So since most of us that watch this channel like Masters of the Universe, Sword and Sorcery, that type of thing, let's see how he stacks up with, let's try this. Let's see how he stacks up against a Legends of Dragonor figure. So that's Barbaro he's borrowing Ram Man / Geldor's axe, because mine actually came with no axe accessory. So I got a message out to Big Bad Toy Store. Let's see if they can help me make it right. So he wouldn't quite be in scale with the 5.5-inch figures. Like, you can see him here next to Reptilax, Geldor. I mean, you can tell. I mean, he could kind of fit in with the Origins. He's definitely a bit on the tall side for Origins, but it could work. I think it could be this kind of polar bear thing that's giving him some extra height. When we look at him next to like just a regular Santa figure, here's right next to Barbaro. Yeah, I mean, still not quite in scale. Definitely, let's look at Origins. It's a little bit better with Origins because the Origins figures are slightly taller than the Legends of Dragonor figures, unfortunately. Let's see how they look against Masterverse scale, which is more of a 7-inch scale. All right, so we'll get our Battle Armor He-Man. By the way, if you guys have not checked out Fanboys Forever review on Battle Armor He-Man, I strongly recommend that you do it, because if you are a keen-eyed viewer, you will notice that my Battle Armor He-Man, his head, his face, the thing that Mattel has been struggling with since the inception of Masterverse and Origins, is He-Man's freaking face. This one was the closest thing to like a really good He-Man face. But if you notice, and you probably don't because I did this on my own after I watched the review, out of the box, most of the Battle Armor He-Man Revelation figures, they have like a really long face. And so Fanboys Forever channel, when he reviewed his, he put him in boiling water, and then when the plastic got soft, he just kind of squished his face and then ran it under cold water, and now it looks really good. Like, that's a good looking He-Man face. So I would say these Fresh Monkey Fiction Naughty or Nice Santa figures are more in scale with your Masterverse figures. Like, here's a regular Santa. I mean, he's a little short compared to He-Man, but then again, I mean, do we need Santa to be taller than the most powerful man in the universe? Not really. Barbarian Santa, because of that polar bear headdress, is pretty close as far as scale goes. Let's see how they compare to maybe like one of the older female figures. I just happen to have Catra laying around. And again, definitely, I'd say these figures are more in scale with Masterverse. So these are 6 to 7 inch scale figures for sure. But yeah, they look great. They look awesome. I really dig it. They just absolutely did great. So, a quick little tour of Snake Mountain. And oops, don't mind my Diet Dr. Pepper there. Sorry, folks. Anyway, well, that's all I got for you today, guys. I apologize for the lack of content. I do have a lot of stuff that still needs to be reviewed. I don't know if I'm going to do it. I mean, it's just like the more time goes by, the less relevant it seems. Like, for example, I just opened up Catra and I just opened up the Battle Armor He-Man today. So I know there's already kind of reviews of those guys on the web, so I wasn't going to bother. But I definitely have plenty of more stuff to review. So if you enjoyed it, please do me a favor. Like, subscribe, comment. I'm really trying to reach 100 subscribers by the end of the year, so we'll see how that goes. If you guys can help me get there, I'd greatly appreciate it. I hope you guys have a wonderful holiday season, and I will see you on the next one.